Mm-hmm.
That's good.
All right, I'm gonna start recording now. So I
Okay.
have my volumes where I want them to be already.
I probably
But
won't be able to read any text.
yeah, no
Except for
worries.
that one hand, I can read.
And the game is also made in Unity. Unity's get its
Oh.
grubby little hands everywhere, isn't it?
Oh boy. Why Unity?
Probably because
I
it's
mean,
free
I guess.
and
Well,
relatively
you know,
cheap.
this one's different. I think they use 3D for this one, right?
Yeah, this one's full 3D cell shading.
Yeah. All right, that makes more sense then.
So they had to rebuild the whole game. And
Yeah.
Unity was probably the easiest way to do it without having to create a whole new engine.
Hmm. I'm getting no volume.
Really?
Yeah.
It is kind of low. Hold on.
Okay.
So
Gotta
I did
get
a
the
little
music.
test earlier, but subtitles on, and then I'll turn these all the way up. You hear any of
I'm
that?
getting of it. Yeah. A bit
Yeah,
there.
it starts off kind of low,
Okay.
and we won't be weebs today. I kind of want to hear what the English voice acting sounds like.
That's fair.
So we'll just do a new game. This will overwrite your current autosave. Yeah, that's fine.
Hmm. There you go.
You know,
Right.
I didn't get very far, and all I did was test if the sound was good.
Right. Sidebar.
Sidebar. Okay, so did you play the Switch version
I have not
of
yet.
The World Ends With You? Okay, so the Switch version has an extra end chapter story, not the Tin Pin Slammer, but there's an
Line?
actual canon story afterwards that kind of
Okay.
leads into whatever the fuck this is.
To the news story.
So
Okay.
there's some weird slight spoilers. There's some weird rogue reapers that are looking to not only end the game but also the world, and that's one of the things they succeeded in. They just fucking leveled
End of the
half the
game.
town. Yeah.
Oh, that they destroyed the world.
I don't know if they destroyed the whole world, but they destroyed that part of Japan because it's
Oh,
always
right.
fucking Japan.
Okay. And that
Yeah.
happened before this game.
And I think it's the start, like the very start of this game. I don't think we're there yet.
Oh, okay. Win, dude, where you at? What the fuck is that cat?
I don't know. It's one of those little default emojis. What's my... Yeah, go auto.
There you
That
go.
auto's kind of slow. That emoji kind of looks like... you know how when you buy a generic phone, but it has to run Google, but they want to have their own stuff in it? That's what that emoji looks
Mm,
like.
there you go. You can just find them somewhere in some
Yeah.
free arc of God open area. This should be a auto response. It would just like top right mass button and just send a sticker saying just like F you or something.
Right.
There you go.
One of foe it is then.
That doesn't sound too bad. Here's our stylish main character. What's his name? Rinko
Yeah.
Kanade.
Something like that. It was
Alright.
called Win at least.
Exploring the
It
city.
is very low for
Investigate
me, though, but,
icons
oh well.
and minimap. Oh, is it?
So yeah, I don't know
I
why
could
it's
probably
so
up
low
it
for me.
for you just a tad. It's okay. Sorry, folks. Where am I at? Game capture.
Yeah, I definitely played the original on the DS.
How's that sound?
I can hear it. That's good.
Much better. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that low. It doesn't get picked up in the recording. But all right.
Okay.
So we're running
Yeah, I
around with
played
an
the
actual
original on the
controller.
DS. And I know you played it on the Switch version, which you thought was fine.
Okay.
Did
So
you
I
beat it
played this.
on the Switch,
I played
right?
the DS version first.
And
And then I
stopped.
couldn't beat the shark boss because I just could not grasp the past the puck. Check out the various
Got it.
swag and snag course of your collection complete. Oh, so this is your
Nah.
not achievement completionist stuff.
I I did beat the game and all of that, all the Tin Pan stuff and all that at the end as well. I do remember not really grasping the power of food early on. So late game, well, maybe mid to late game, I was grinding a hell of a lot using the food
Yeah.
because that's what you had to do. Because I just kind of went through the game for a good margin of the way, kind of not realizing how you grind actually. For the most part, and just kind of like eating every now and again, sort of as background thing. It wasn't until later I go, oh, you really just have to focus the food hard to get the levels you need.
I didn't fully understand the food, so because I didn't finish the DS version, and when I did go to the Switch has this nice variant where you can up the difficulty, which gives you bonus experience. Like, hold on, I think I did it kind of here. Yeah, so right here, probably can't do it now, but you can up the difficulty midway, and it increases. It gives you stronger noise, which gives you more experience as well as a higher chance of rare pins.
Yeah, that's what you got to do too as well for the later ones.
Same with dropping your level and stuff. I
can
did a
change
lot
the-
of the grinding for that.
It's been a while, so I remember you could change the level pretty much whenever you wanted to, and you can also queue up other fights after the next one. So basically
Yeah.
you would do all the waves, wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, whatever. And the more you did, the more rewards you would get.
Yeah.
And the higher difficulty, you would get better rewards. And usually it's the only way to get certain pins and stuff like that too.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yep. And then they would grind out certain areas because only some monsters drop like the 10,000 yen pins, which we need to buy better stuff and everything else.
Yeah. I forgot
Hey,
about
Wind
those
Dragon,
pins.
really? Different exams.
Why is what the fuck is that
different
kind of a
nicknames.
name?
I'll let you know if any monsters drop. Monsters pop on my radar. Monsters? Like a game? Or we
I'm
talking something else?
assuming it's a game. Press L1 button outside the combat to sift through Rindo's thoughts. He jots down all the important info he learns. Oh, so that's our quest meter.
Oh, okay.
So this is what we're supposed to do.
That's
I'm
the
assuming-
104.
So streets, thoughts, and then there's probably going to be something involving the phones and stuff. Okay. That's a lot of people in one
Those look-
go. That's
Those look pretty
neat.
nice. I do like the style they do with this.
I do
It's
like the style
comic
too.
booky, dialogue going on.
This is kind of the way that the cell shading is set up in 3D. It's kind of Persona-esque, just more detail. Persona 5-esque
Yeah,
rather.
this low angle shot works with it too. It makes the high rises just look that much larger. And the slant angle of some of them too kind of work with it because of it.
Oh hey,
Got a
fucko.
friend? You would wear pants like that.
That's not the
Great
voice I was
dude.
expecting him to have, but it makes total sense.
Mm.
Tosai Furuwasa?
Yeah, no thanks
Think
to
so.
you.
My bad.
I can tell they always clip behind him, so I can't tell exactly.
Yeah, that's a kind of an odd choice. They put the Japanese in front and the English in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Oh, you're killing me.
No.
Can I guess?
Close?
No.
Bummer.
Come on, work with me here.
Fine, what is it?
Hint. There's one for
Nah, he really wants to play this game, doesn't he?
He really wants to play this game, doesn't he?
Ta-da!
Oh boy.
What is it?
A Reaper pin, duh.
Mm.
Haven't you seen them on everyone's book bags?
Maybe?
Of course you
I forget that was
have.
were they
Everyone's
handed
got
out
them.
at some point?
Anyway,
Wait, oh no, you
just check 'em
spawned
out.
with them whenever you came to
So
the first
they're-
game, huh?
So when you start the game, your Reaper pin is black and white, and that's basically dictates you as
Yeah.
a player.
Not just any
But then you
And
help
then later
launch
on,
the
there were
red
these-
variant.
Yeah, the fake pins that came out later. That was really
Yeah.
just part of. I don't know whose scheme it was, but it was part of someone's scheme.
I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was what's his name, the top hat dude who was pretty much behind everything.
Hmm.
Oh.
Man, I wonder who that person who handed this to us was.
Oh, you must have been very suspicious. Oh my god.
Gonna ignore that until the late game. He says, "Don't you remember me?" And then it's gonna like go back to this scene, and then reveal his face was actually one of the people who helped you and activated the pin or something like that. I don't know.
He was probably, yeah, it was definitely a Reaper.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been hearing that demo's about an hour and a half,
Okay.
something like that. We probably won't play through the whole thing, but we'll get sufficiently far in it.
Yeah. You say that now.
I say that now, but I'm already digging the fact that I could just use my analog stick to move around.
That's fair. The touch scrolls were kind of eh.
I'm not a fan
It
of
was
touch
definitely neat.
controls. I get it.
To be
I
fair.
can see the appeal, but fuck.
I definitely had my own kind of way of just using the stylus and all that.
Yeah.
Because I played through all of Kid Icarus on DS, and did not experience the wrist issues because I just kind of held it as a console, but then kind of just look. It probably wouldn't be a great way to play games, but it worked out in the end. and
Okay,
I
so
think
we're
the same
choosing-
came with Dual Dance. I will say, I
Dual
think early
Dance?
on when I played the game, I definitely didn't use much strategy when it came to the top screen. I kind of just randomly inputted things for a good while until it stopped working, and I said, "Damn, I guess I gotta play."
Yeah, I
And then
didn't
I
fully understand how the top worked. I just
Mhm.
it told me what to do. I read what I was supposed to do and was like, you know what? I don't understand this, and that's how I had so much trouble with the shark boss.
Yeah.
Because it kept
I think
passing the puck to
Beats.
Shiki, and I just couldn't do the damage I needed
Yeah, I think Beach was the worst, if I remember correctly. I don't remember though.
to. Let's go
Either
for a bowl
way.
of men, as our hipster friend says.
Hmm.
We're gonna go for some men. You want some men, dude? We're gonna go for
Hell
some
yeah.
men.
Get that man in me. I want all the
Fucking-
men in me.
Who the fuck says men? Who just says men? Like, we're gonna go out for some men.
Yeah. You want some men? Hell yeah. As we just go into the restaurant. You got some men for me? Sure.
And it just happens to
Drunk
be fucking
establishment.
guys now, not guys night.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks pretty
Hey.
good.
Maybe we'll get a cheaper discount. I'm time. It is hot. But look at that.
Look at that, not Pokemon.
Fucking. Oh my god.
Not the poo poo you wanted. Nut kid, that's awful. Look at that, not Moogle. No, I think that is the actual
I
Moogle
think it's actually
emoji.
I mean, they can do it. They get away with it now.
That's stupid.
I feel like that
Fan
Nutkin was not
go.
a rare. Of course, I feel like Nutkin is not a rare monster.
I'm
He's
fairly
like one of those
certain
common
it's not.
ones. Yeah.
Speaking of speaking of fucking Go games, Pokemon Go's having a thing right now that I think ends
Ooh.
today. It's full
Okay.
of Bidoof, but the Bidoof no Ice Beam.
That's silly. Good. Give Bidoof anything.
Right?
Go give Bidoof Spacious Rend. Go give Bidoof fucking wartime. Why not? It's Bidoof. It just existence itself is something that's unexplained.
Yeah, that
Someone's got to
monster
have
man.
the strongest Bidoof out there. Just only caught Bidoofs like the event and just raised one up, right?
I legit want to see like the best Ivy trained Bidoof
Like,
and what
it's
that
got
could
that-
do.
It's got the doof face, but in its own dumb right, it's got its fans because of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's got to be people who absolutely just love Bidoof, non-ironically and ironically at the same time. It's called having long hair. Comb it.
Look at this fucking Reaper.
Yeah.
Look at you just standing out here like an asshole. So we're not
Yeah.
dead yet. That's different.
No, I know Reapers are unique though, that they were linked to both the overworld and the.
Yeah, they can
Reaper
pass through at
dead
will.
world.
So there's some people playing the game now. That's why he's here. I just find it interesting because the
Probably.
first game they just threw you in all hands on deck. It's like fuck you, kid, you're dead.
Yeah.
But we're not
So there's
dead
probably
yet.
some people. Not yet. Will be. Probably.
What if that premonition cutscene that played is gonna play again, and that's how we die?
Maybe we get caught up in the explosion, and so the game's just overloaded with people.
I could see that. Hey, oh, that's pretty neat. Seeing the actual. Oh, I broke through. I don't think I was supposed to. I have no idea.
Dude, I think the idea was. I don't know.
Who exactly are we looking for?
Ooh, that's kind of
No,
neat.
look at that.
So of course everyone else is low poly and looks like shit, but everyone
I-
the main
it's
characters look
neat.
nice.
So I feel it's just slightly off. I feel like your frame rate is different from the bystanders.
I
but
think it
not-
is.
So it's a little off.
Rin, dude.
Just a little.
I think it's because they specifically rendered them at a lower frame rate.
Yeah.
This kind of looks like a slightly less stylized version of the anime that I think that last episode just aired.
Colored explosions.
Let's check it out, Rin.
Is this the Monkey 5?
Dude, wait up.
What the
Whatever they
fuck?
come, right?
Oh hey look,
Just go
noise.
check it out. Oh yeah, and the overworld too, presumably.
Did we just cross over? Is that what's going on?
Whoa, it's like a movie.
Something like that, probably.
You can do that thing. What's that called? You know, the brain power.
That thing. The brain now. You just literally just flying too.
Yeah,
Alright.
he's literally just flying.
Psychokinesis?
Bingo.
How come we're the only ones paying attention?
That's specific. Well, no, that wasn't Japanese.
How in the fuck did we just cross over it? Okay,
Well,
so
you
the
did cross
rules
the
for this,
barrier.
we did cross the barrier, and there's
So my guess is that is you crossing the barrier kind of thing.
what was that? What was it, that Shibuya thing? Where if you cross the four crosswalks at a weird time, you could sometimes cross into the other world.
Oh, is that a thing? I remember that one.
There's a legend like that. Something about the four the four crosswalks
Yeah.
acting like a ley line to the netherworld or some shit.
My guess is also that. Well, you know what? Maybe you saw the Reaper not because he also posed in the overworld because we were in the game at that point. Now, probably as soon as we touched the pin that the guy handed us, that totally wasn't a Reaper.
Maybe. Oh fuck.
Well, oh damn.
All right.
Damn. I gotta get a new friend. Oh. And activating power?
I guess so.
We didn't die yet.
Or are we seeing in the time stream?
Mm,
Is that our power?
the power a bit more unique? I'll be honest, time travel is a pretty OP power.
It's a pretty OP power.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, it looks
Yeah,
like we have time travel powers.
Yeah, I guess we're pretty bullshit power up. Okay. Bye. That guy flying, it's just a little bit weird.
It looks a little weird, yeah.
It's not great.
Not that way.
Have you ever played Life is Strange?
It's fine.
I'm just
I
not
enjoyed
thinking
it
about that.
It's a good game overall. I definitely enjoyed it well enough. I will say the dialogue is definitely that it's supposed to replicate the older age of the angsty teens of the time, but today just go like really. Also the teenagers. So half the time you're going like, what the fuck are you on about? There's disasters happening, and they're going like, oh my god though. So you're just kind of just like, shut up, you're kids, and stuff like that. But that's also kind of part of it. You know, kids saving the day, solving murders. That's what the game basically is, technically. You're solving the murder of your old friend that disappeared at some point. Just be honest, yeah, they're gone.
Who the fuck is that person? Oh, that's the...
Yet to
I bet
be...
you that's our friend.
Oh yeah, the other one, huh? The icon, the nutkin.
Yeah, she looks like the kind of girl that would have an eat a bag.
That's fair. Kind of cute though, overall. That's not the music too with this style. Aw.
So I can hear a little bit of it with the way I have this set up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure it doesn't echo, but it sounds pretty nice.
Yeah. Definitely
Going back to the...
different from, well, I'd say different from the first one. The first one definitely had the higher beat.
Yeah, her.
This,
I don't know who the fuck she is. She comes out at the very last frame of the Switch port.
okay.
She comes out, stares at the sky, and then you see a thing that's like
Well, the cat
21 days left or some shit.
Shiki, right?
Yeah, that's what I
She
thought. She's
created. There's only one of a kind. And of course, you do see, kind of, I say see, but you didn't really actually see her in the end. You see Siki later on, and she has the cat, obviously.
in this
So
one.
presumably, my only guess is maybe she gives it away as a sort of sign of I'm no longer needing this because I've got my own identity here or something. I don't know.
Or maybe it's more time shit. Now that
It
we've
could be time
established that
stuff.
time travel
It's
is
true.
playing a role
We
in
have time
here.
travel. That's us in the future fighting us, actually.
It might
That-
be. You know what? It might be.
Who is this? Maxim the home one? What if? What's this?
Yeah, they just start screaming into the mic, didn't he?
Oh. There you go. Well,
All right.
that's the tone.
Neo, the world ends with you.
Thought that said Nito.
Nito.
And why is it so dangerous?
Okay, so my guess so far is yeah, we got the pin from a Reaper or some god person, maybe Joshua or the other guy, the bartender.
I'm
And now our
assuming
officially
it
part of
might
the
be the.
game.
I'm thinking it might be the bartender because Joshua
Yeah,
is too fixed on Neku.
that's true. He saw Necker as the sort of testing tool, I guess. So I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, no. So I think when we got the pin, we entered the game world. That's why
That
we saw
makes
the
sense.
Reaper to begin with, and also why we saw this thing, and we had to cross the barrier.
Oh, but we did
So
bump into
stuck it.
we did bump into that one chick
Which one?
when we were coming out of the ramen
Oh,
shop. We
yeah,
bumped
the one
into her, and
girl,
she was
uh-huh.
like, "Oh yeah, excuse me."
Oh yeah, just nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Anyway, you're all set. Welcome to the RNS.
She's so very
Could I
calm about
explain what that
this.
means?
Service. Be sure to
I mean, I guess depends on how long she's been working for, you know.
Yes.
We're the other two
And these
that
are
worked for a
some
while, but we're
others.
pretty laid back because of it.
Oh, I forget their names, but
yeah.
they're apparently supposed to come back, and they got like
I think so, yeah.
promotions or some shit.
And a point.
But it's
Makes
kind of
sense.
hard to not move up in the world when
Also,
half
she
the
also has the
team
cat
dies.
hoodie.
Look, my shift's
She
over.
does have the cat. What the fuck is the significance of that?
I mean, maybe she got big and made a like a clothing line,
Oh,
and
maybe.
like a fussy line. That'd be cool. She was definitely capable, as they said, and maybe she picked up after her friend a little bit more and decided to become more of a fashionista kind of thing too. Also a seamstress at the same time.
Like Grimmer?
I can
I
see
mean,
that.
I mean, that's what I heard. Yikes. She was giving off some scary vibes. Almost as scary as those explosions.
All right, but this is.
Those were part of
I feel like this is the New York of Japan, right? I feel like you find a lot of weird stuff here all the time. There's probably some guy in a Kermit outfit over there.
I'd believe it. Fucking, if
Yeah.
it's just like New York, there's probably people walking around in costumes and no one bats an eye.
Kermit. I am a little disappointed that there's not a better loading screen. I feel like they would do something special with it. Oh well.
I thought so too, but it might be because they don't plan to have long loading screens. That didn't last too long.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine this is a PS5.
Right. Must be that RNS. Wherever it came from, looks like it replaced my
One day
Demon
I'll get a
summoning
PS5.
program.
Huh. Says something about
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for that weird crossover nod thing.
point when you're the only one left in my contacts. Man, I wish that girl
God.
would have actually explained things.
I mean, freaking Demon World's weird, great, a freaking off the trails. If you can just make a program that summons them, right?
Oh yeah, this fucker. I remember seeing his design and thought, wow, he is kind of ugly.
It's a bit odd. So is he Reaper? I feel like he might be one because the tattoos and all that. That's my guess, anyways.
Is he or no? I think he might just be an asshole.
It could be. Well, I remember the Reapers get like they live or survive by taking the lives or time of other people, but only during the like the special, what do you call it? The quest they give them, something like that. Yeah.
You're one hell of a poison disc, bro.
But they can't directly attack them. I believe that was a rule.
They cannot. No, they can only send things out to attack them. They can. I
I
think they
think
can
there was-
directly attack at the end of the last day. I think they can.
Something like that. Yeah.
Ruin bringers are the
Suzukichi.
game.
Ruin bringers, huh? So it's
Disgusting.
teams now.
Oh yeah, that was another thing I
Yeah.
heard. So instead of just being partners, you'll have like 4 people, one for each face button.
Oh. Okay. See how that goes.
So that's kind of how the pass the puck system works in this one. They'll be mapped
Alright.
to a face button.
Be us, though. Not yet, at least, seeing as you're starting so far behind. Too bad.
The fact that they call themselves the Ruin Bringers is fucking disgusting.
Only one
That is the
Can't be linked to
edgiest
anything, right?
shit.
erasure, then see if you can handle the noise.
Huh.
I don't hear anything.
God, the way you even said
Know how to
the noise.
You don't hear the noise, you see it. And if
Fucking.
quit thinking and just feel.
These voice actors are good, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I think he does exactly what they wanted of the character.
And so it begins. Blacks played their disc white to move. Every region is yours for the taking. It's flip or get
I don't think he's
chess
smart
player?
enough to know how to play chess. He doesn't
I,
look
I,
it.
look, I would go with a he tried or something similar. I want him just to go like, later bitches, I'm gonna listen to Dido, and then just like disappears. Just to really throw it out there, you know? Really just throw you for a loop.
And if I see your discs trying to make any quiet moves, I'll break the
Disc?
board in two.
I don't
He's
know why
referring
he's
to
calling
us
them
as
discs.
disc, right?
He's referring to us as discs. I don't get
Okay.
it either. Maybe it's
Okay.
a placeholder for a different word in Japanese.
Did you
I feel like they was probably, I don't know,
I haven't understood
like
a single
CDs,
thing
maybe?
that's happened since you
Maybe
brought
records?
those creepy pins.
Maybe because we're
Uh,
outdated. I don't fucking know.
Either way.
Game where you see sounds or whatever.
So
That
you need
is-
team. That's like the
That
idea
is a
here.
terrible,
Whatever you say.
terrible analogy. You can't spell confusion without fun.
Ah,
Scanning with R1. That's L1. Fuck me. Okay. That's not too
yeah,
bad.
that's the single noise.
So okay, so the text floats around the top.
Scan and erase the noise.
That's neat. Alright, so if I walk underneath it, okay, if I get near it, it'll attack me. Oh, okay.
And that's your gathering up method.
Yeah, it gives me a second before it initiates the fight, or I can start it whenever. Neat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Rindo and the gang can tap into their latent psychic powers using the pins they've equipped. Press the button assigned to the given pin to unleash your corresponding psych. Tilt the stick to move the character you last used. Target foes by tilting the right stick and evade their attacks. Pressing X.
I always did think they had the neat aesthetic of like the tattoo body parts, part of the monsters.
I did like that.
So I'm interested to see if they make new designs too.
Okay, so that's my dodge.
Okay, so you each have the pins themselves are part of your
So the
weaponry.
pins are mapped to my face buttons, and then okay.
Okay, and each person has their own kind of pin too on top.
Oh,
of that. They're all
okay.
beat, though.
So triangle is our new boy. Square is our partner.
Okay.
So that's how
But
they
if you-
utilize it with the
if you
pass the
switch
puck
between
system.
targets, will he just keep slashing if you switch to square?
I don't know. We'll find out in the next
So like
fight.
slash and then switch.
Yeah. With the next
Maybe-
fight, we'll see if I can switch it between targets, because I know when I did it a second ago, they will target the same one. But let me see if I can.
Because it looked like when you switched over to your slash, he was still firing his beams or his little rapid fire key blast.
Yeah, I think he'll still do it.
So I wonder
for
if
a
it works
small
the
amount.
other way too. That if you're blasting away key blasts, so keep slashing.
Yeah. I don't like the idea that he's fucking excited to be
Also-
a part of the Reaper games.
Really just went on board with this whole thing. Just like, cool, let's do it.
Hard
Let's
on
go
board.
fight in the Reaper games to die. Like it's a bit, a bit too gung ho. I think it's probably laid
Faithful
back just a little
dog.
bit.
Hachi. It's always Hachiko.
Yeah.
One way to find out. Which would it be? Off to Hachiko then. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, so. Press the touchpad button during combat to pause the action. Okay, so pause is touchpad. And I can decide if I
Alright.
want to.
Just do stuff.
Yeah. Okay,
Take a
so.
leak. Eat
Those
some
are
food.
blocked. And it looks like it's set to... Well, I guess there's two of them then. So that's... Okay. So we want to get to Hachiko. Which I think...
Well, it has- Well, the marker on the map is telling you to go down.
Ah, there it is.
Well, I guess turning direction. Yeah. Look at that person.
Whoa, what the... What is now? It's taking
Oh, just the
galaxy
memory
brain
grabbing,
test.
whatever.
Maybe. Or the imprinting. Or whatever the fuck it's called.
I think they called them memes, didn't they?
Did they?
I wanna say they might have.
People around us. See what? Better check it
Dang it.
out. Their
It's
lips
moving.
aren't moving. Now I can't tell where the voices are coming from. Huh, that's kind of weird. Like you're reading people's minds or something. That's it. Mind reading. Maybe give it a whirl. See it. So we're gonna read the mind of the
Is your hand
small
right there?
child.
Yeah.
Teenage heartthrob. My first class reunion in 10 whole years. What do I do if I fall for my first love all over again? Should I break up with my boy? Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
Woman.
You got some
If that's
issues.
your
Got it,
first
sister.
thought, you probably should break up with the guy.
Mm.